Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I thank the Honourable General Lal for the question. I can confirm that the defects liability period, DLP, referred to in standard contracts as the defects notification period, implemented by the Fiji Roads Authority, typically ranges from 1 to 2 years, depending on the nature, complexity, and scope of the project. During this period, the FRA actively monitors contractor performance and strictly enforces compliance to ensure that any defects identified are promptly rectified. Where necessary, the DLP, defects liability period, may be extended for specific portions of the works if defects prevent proper use until such issues are fully resolved. At the conclusion of the DLP, and once all defects and outstanding works are satisfactorily addressed, a performance certificate is issued. Prior to this, contractors must submit all required as built documentation and ensure that contractual obligations are fully met. To ensure enforcement, FRA applies several contractual safeguards, including retention of cash security from interim payment certificates, partial performance securities, and the authority to recover costs or deduct payments if contractors fail to rectify defects within the stipulated time frame. If a contractor does not remedy defects after notice, FRA may engage alternative parties to carry out the necessary works and recover the associated costs accordingly. These practices are aligned with internationally recognized standards, particularly FIDIC Red Book, which contains conditions of contract for construction, i.e. international standard. It is an international standard form of contract developed by the International Federation of Consulting Engineers and includes key features such as detailed clause-by-clause definitions of roles, payment methods, site definitions, and dispute resolution processes. It is also comparable with frameworks such as the New Zealand NZS, Conditions of Contract, which is the New Zealand Standard of Contract for Civil Engineering. It is important to note that damages arising from third-party activities, such as utility works by other agencies, for example, WEF digging up roads, are managed separately and do not fall under contractor liability unless otherwise specified. In summary, the FRA continues to actively enforce the defects liability period, ensuring that all infrastructure assets delivered meet the required standards of quality, safety, and durability before final contract closure. Good enough.
And thank the Honourable Tuisawau for the Minister for Public Works.